On the top of this video, I want to say that I am a big Fallout fan. From picking up Fallout 3 for the first time to clearing out settlements for the Minutemen, I have enjoyed most all of my time in the nuclear wasteland. With Fallout 76 coming soon, I've been plagued with one question: what exactly is this game? I finally got a chance to briefly play the beta and have some more insight into what the bold new project is. I liked aspects of it and disliked some as well. Granted, the time period for this beta was extremely short, so I can only go off the small amount I played. Emphasis on small amount. Here are some positive and negative aspects for my Fallout 76 beta gameplay. First off, let's start with the positives. For starters, the setting is very interesting, and visually it's as good as any Fallout, if not better. The West Virginia landscape is vast and offers a lot to explore. This time around, you can also navigate through the world with friends and other random online players. Whether you do team up with your friends or just join in with randoms to help them survive a public event, the addition of other players makes the world feel more alive than what I was expecting. To go along with the inclusion of other players, Bethesda made it difficult to grief other players, thankfully. Players have to accept a combat engagement to do any damage to other players, so thankfully you won't just spawn and die from the same geared out player every time. This time around, the Wasteland players will also be faced with more survival game aspects, as you'll have to be sure your player is eating and drinking to stay alive, finally adding some more survival mechanics to this apocalyptic world. The potential for this game to be something unique and great is certainly there, and over time, it could really develop and improve. Now onto the negative. And just to preface this, I know it is a beta, so expectations should be lower since the final product will be, at least hopefully, improved from this build. First off, the gameplay is laggy, and I mean super laggy. There were times where my character would freeze for 5 to 10 seconds before I would be able to move again. This was also accompanied by choppy running animations and poor gunfighting gameplay, where bullets sometimes don't go where they should or lag before they hit your target. Speaking of which, the gun mechanics are the same as the previous 3 Fallout games, but VATS in its traditional sense is gone and replaced by a simple targeting mechanic that does not slow down time since the game is constantly going with online. It would have been a welcome change had Bethesda updated their slow, dated gun gameplay. Come to think of it, it would have been nice had Bethesda changed or improved any gameplay mechanic to make it more smooth and updated, but everything is still copy and pasted from 2008. My biggest issue with the 76 beta was the gameplay loop in general. With no NPCs anywhere in the world, it feels very empty and lifeless, even for a post-nuclear Fallout world. Instead of finding an eager NPC to throw me into the world, my missions consisted of walking to this location and picking up a journal log, then walking to another location to find, you guessed it, another journal log. Reading terminals or listening to journal logs is not exactly cutting-edge gameplay. Sure, I can play with my friends now, but is co-op worth the drop of more elaborate story missions and developed NPCs? Character customization is also copy and paste from Fallout 4, with an included perk option that takes the traditional ease of level up customization and throws it in the trash for a random pack of cards you get to open and acquire perks that half you won't ever even use. My final complaint is that the graphics, well, they're not good. The rendering distance is awful, with trees popping in and out while you journey, and textures sometimes appearing completely washed out or just not even there. This will for sure change since this was a beta, but I still had to mention it. So after my small amount of time with the beta, I for sure have a lot more negatives than positives, and even more questions than I had before I played. I am still unable to answer my questions of what exactly is this game and who is it for. Personally, I think Fallout fans will be a bit let down that there's no storyline to follow or characters to meet, and multiplayer gamers will have a hard time finding activities to do that are not actually worthwhile when compared to other multiplayer games out right now. Bethesda's mantra of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, is on full display here, and while the potential and opportunity are there, the product of 76 that is being sold to gamers is a bit short of my expectations, based on my time with the beta. Since this wasn't a final product and the game is bound to change over time, take all of this with a grain of salt. But what are your thoughts so far on Fallout 76? Are you able to answer the questions that I couldn't about what exactly this game is? Let us know down below, and as always, follow COG Connected for all your video game needs.